Remember how Legends was supposed to be the first in the timeline but had a shit ton of continuity errors? Yeah, this is the answer to that. Castlevania Lament of Innocence begins by telling us about two powerful knights, Leon Belmont and Matthias Cronquist. These two were not only an inseparable team, but the best of friends. However, things started to go bad for Matthias when his wife unfortunately passed away. It wasn't easy on the poor guy, and he was bedridden for a while. Not too long after, Leon's betrothed, Sarah, was kidnapped by a vampire named Walter Bernhard. Leon begged the church to let him go find her, but they were strongly against it, so he renounced his knighthood and set off to find her himself. On his way to the castle, Leon met an old man named Ronaldo Gandolfi, who, in addition to having the best name ever, also says one of my favorite out-of-context lines.
Now don't get so excited. I'm just an old man.
Ronaldo gives Leon a powerful whip made using alchemy, which in this day and age isn't exactly common. He also uses magic to give Leon's gauntlet the power to absorb enemies' attacks and release that power to use magical relics. Yeah, this whole opening cutscene is just one long tutorial, but it's better than being interrupted during gameplay. And now, after 11 minutes, the game begins, and it's 3D Castlevania, and it's not bad. In fact, it's pretty good. This game uses what I like to call the Resident Evil approach, a semi-top-down perspective where a set camera changes angles upon entering a different room. And the game plays just like Castlevania. You attack with the whip, you block with your gauntlet, you can double jump, and you can even swing across bars a la Castlevania 4. It's really fun. And the music is fantastic. Leon's theme alone is one of the best tracks ever written for a Castlevania game. After a boss battle with Medusa, Leon learns that the whip is not yet complete, but is getting more powerful the more he uses it. This will come into play later. Eventually, Leon meets another vampire who, after his defeat, tells Leon about the Ebony and Crimson Stones, two stones that grant vampires their power. Leon, I don't feel so good. Leon returns to Ronaldo to learn more of these stones and discovers that Walter has one of them. If he obtains the other, he would become unstoppable. So Leon sets out to stop him before it's too late. Finally, Leon confronts Walter, and there he rescues Sarah. But unfortunately, it's too late. She was bitten by Walter and doomed to become a vampire. Leon takes her back to Ronaldo, where he informs him that she is not a vampire yet, and the only chance he has to preventing this outcome is to defeat Walter immediately. However, the whip had no effect on Walter, so knowing this, there's no possible way Leon could defeat him. Except for one alternative. Leon must kill Sarah, binding her soul to the whip, ultimately completing it. The trust that Sarah and Leon have for each other will be strong enough to complete the whip and give it the power to kill Walter. Leon, of course, refuses, but Sarah herself pleads Leon to do so that no one will ever suffer like she has. A ritual is performed and Leon strikes Sarah down, her final words being, "Thank you, Leon." With Sarah's soul bound to the whip, it is completed, and the legendary vampire killer was born. After burying her, Leon sets out to keep his promise to her. After a climactic battle with Walter, it seems all is going well for Leon. However, our favorite skeleton, Death, appears once again claiming Walter's soul, and offers his vampiric powers to the one who wields the Crimson Stone. Who wields the Crimson Stone? None other than Matthias Cronquist, Leon's own best friend. Matthias used everyone we've previously met in this game in an ultimate plan for revenge. By becoming a vampire, he is granted eternal life, his ultimate revenge against God for taking away his wife. In his corruption and hatred, Matthias would eventually become Dracula. After a final battle with Death, Leon orders him to give Matthias a message.
You have become a cursed being, and I will never forgive you. This whip and my kinsmen will destroy you someday. From this day on, the Belmont clan will hunt the night!
After this, the castle crumbles, the night finally ends, and Leon emerges victorious, as the Belmont clan shall continue fighting Dracula until his ultimate defeat by Julius Belmont in 1999. This is how you do an origin story for a series like Castlevania. Not only is the story fantastic, but the game itself is incredibly fun. The 3D environment is actually very entertaining to explore. The combat is fun, the boss battles are challenging, and Leon is one of the most likable protagonists in the entire series. It's actually a shame I didn't play this game until recently, but it's a fantastic entry to the series, and I certainly wish I played it when it first came out. And now that we saw where the series began, let's see how the series ends in the sequel to Aria of Sorrow, Castlevania: Dawn of Sorrow. See you next time.